Welcome to day 3 on trail of my 5-day Gower Coast adventure. If you haven't seen the first part, here's the link. We're just getting up to the trig point, which is the highest part of the Gower Coast.
Hey. Whew. And we are pretty much halfway. You can see the entire Gower coastline from up here pretty much. Rhossili ahead. Land ahoy! Get down this hill and carry on. Right, Port Eynon, this way. Some nice views from here. And we're going up there. Now, just left Rhossili, walked along the road for a little while, now turned back onto the coast path. Come across this little honesty shop, look, how cool is this? All drinks £1, ice cream £1.80, ice lollies. There's only ice creams in there, but nice. What's this at the bottom, I wonder? Like little steaks. Cute. I like that. I also like the little knocker sign. Lovely. Smile. You're recording me, I'm recording you. Walking through the treacherous field of cows. Some little calves as well. Oh, look, that one's cleaning. Oh, that one's a bull. This one's a big one. Hey up, mate. It's a nice one horn you've got going on. Biggie. That's what I'll call you, Biggie. This is 2-pack. We should call this one. Well, this is the closest I've been to a wildfire. Look at that all smouldering away. We've been wondering why there's like little pockets of burnt bits. Presumably it must sort of smoulder under the ground and pop up in little pockets like this. It's weird, isn't it? Like it just kind of smoulders. No flames. Oh, there's a little flame there. I saw a flame. It's a good job this isn't tinder dry, because the whole lot will bloody get up. And I ain't jumping into the sea because it's a big cliff. Just at Culver Hole now, look. It's all blocked up at the bottom, so you can't get in unless you want to climb up that rope. And I don't fancy my chances of being able to do that successfully. So I'm not going to try. I've heard there's not an awful lot inside there. It's like a stairwell. That's about it, really. Yeah, it's cool though, isn't it? Getting up to Port Eynon Salt House now. This is where they used to process the salt from the sea. Cool, huh? Have a quick explore, see what we can see. That's cool. Little information board. Pause if you want to read. I'll give you a quick overview. Ruins look peaceful now. Originally built John Lucas, wife, early 16th century. Mid 16th century, buildings altered and extended to become a salt works to extract salt from the seawater. Seawater was pumped from the tanks in front of you, so these things over there. And there you go. Right, so sat here at the Smugglers Beach Bar and Kitchen at Port Eynon, and I've ordered a bit of a random choice: bacon, cockles and egg pizza. I'll show you, hang on. Look, looks good. Verdict on the cockles pizza: pretty good. Tasted a bit like anchovies actually, so yeah, quite pleased with that. Anyway, right, we are heading off now to Xlite Bay. It's just up the road. Probably takes about an hour's trek, and set up camp and chill out. See you in a bit. Just walking along Xlite Bay now. This is the first field that you get to with no fencing, which we were going to camp in, but one of the locals has just told us there's a herd of cows that come down in the evening. So if we go through this gate just up ahead, she said we're fine up there. And it's nice and quiet, so shouldn't really be any walkers. The sun's just setting over the hill. So, shame we've missed the sunset today, but never mind. We've had 2 good sunsets so far, and hopefully get another good one tomorrow night. Camping at Pennard Castle tomorrow night. I'm looking forward to that one. That's going to be epic. Very dramatic looking cliffs, aren't they? That nice local lady has also just told me the best place to camp. So that's where I'm just heading now. Local knowledge, boys and girls. That is indeed a nice little camping spot. I'll take that. Apparently there's a nice pile of driftwood down here as well if I want a fire. Get down to the beach. Sweet. So the sun has set on our 3rd day. Another beautiful day. Starting off at the Worm's Head, Rhossili, and then walking over tops of the cliffs and down past Culver Hole and the salt house at Port Eynon. An interesting pizza at the pub, which is pretty good to be fair. And now camped at Xlite Bay, listening to the sounds of the waves. So going to sleep soon. And I'll see you in the morning. Night. Just getting a morning brew on. 4th day. Last full day on trail today. Don't really want it to end. But you know, to be fair, the weather's not always like this, is it? Sometimes it's chucking it down with rain and snowing, and it's easy to forget that and just, you know, have a romantic view of what this life is like. Like any relationship though, you've got to be able to weather the storms, haven't you? That's a test of a true relationship. And I am more than happy to weather those storms in winter. Bring on the winter! Just rambling on now, aren't I? Just want to do a quick shout out to Unigear. Thank you very much for sending me this dinky little mug. I love this mug, it's so cool. I think it's titanium. And they also sent me a tent and a sleeping bag and a sleeping mat. I've decided I'm going to keep the tent because it's a freestanding tent, so that'll come in handy. Sleeping mat is going to go to my friend Amy because she needs a sleeping mat, well, one better than the one she's got. And the sleeping bag I'm going to actually give to someone who's homeless. So as it gets towards winter, I have got a strategy of how to do this to somebody who is desperately in need, not just somebody who's on the street begging, because they're not always homeless. But before I do that, I will review the gear. But yeah, I just wanted to say thank you very much, Unigear. Cheers, my dears. Just got a bit of porridge on the go. Golden syrup porridge, yum. It's almost like limestone pavement here. This giant rock pool. Could almost swim in this, couldn't you? Little crayfish down there. Very tiny though, can't eat those. There's a few of them though. They're almost see-through as well. Little bands going around their body, but otherwise almost entirely see-through. Look at these dudes. I wonder how old they are. Pretty big though. Like a little couple, little old couple. Cemented to the rocks. What's that need there anyway? But they just blend in so well, don't they? There's a little bit of a litter pick off the beach, so she'll take that with us. Oh, I hate these barbecues. Should be banned. Tear the bag up. There you go. Let's try and get you in there. So, cheers people who can't be asked to take the rubbish home. Let's quickly show you around camp before I pack down the tent. This is where I was last night. None too shabby. Beautiful cliffs behind us. And falling asleep to this sea lapping away. Crystal blue seas. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. Right, just walking through the woods now towards Oxwich Bay. Very grateful of this shade. It's quite a sunny day again today. So yeah, it's going to be pretty warm. I might go for a little dip in the big blue. I just climbed up the side of the cliff through the woods. It looks like we're at the top, about to come out into the open. That was a tough one. After 4 days on trail, it starts taking it out on you. Right, see you in a bit. Wow, this church has been stood here since the 6th century apparently. What a place. What a place to have a church. Oh. Gorgeous. little stamp, look. I've stamped my hand like I'm going into a nightclub. Oh my god, it's bleeding like anything because I'm so sweaty. Was a stamp. Just coming round to Oxwich Bay now. Pause if you want to read it. Right, just at, where are we? We're at the bistro by the beach. Just had a nice cool glass of Coke, enjoying the shade. And now we're going to head round to Three Cliffs Bay, up to Pennard Castle, grab some food. I'll see you in a bit. Walking along the beach. This is Oxwich Bay. Beautiful big beach. Not really that busy either. Lovely. Got my little umbrella stand going on, look. Nice bit of shade. So this is the end of Oxwich Beach now. We're just waiting for the tide to go out so we can go round into Three Cliffs Bay without having to walk up the hill, because otherwise we're going to walk up there, which isn't that steep to be fair, we just can't be bothered. Just wait half an hour for the tide to go out. Here we are folks, Three Cliffs Bay, 3 cliffs dead ahead. Pennard Castle up there. That's where we'll be camping tonight. Should be some epic views. Can't wait for this one. I'm really excited about this. Check this bad boy out. Have a look at this. Oh yeah, buddy. Look at this. Hell yes. Now that is what I call a camp spot. Yes. Yeah, buddy. Look at that. Wow. Ah. Look how cool this place is. I'll keep this one brief because I'm just completely knackered. But yeah, had some good scran in the Gower Inn, and just sat and chilled around Pennard Castle till it was pretty much dark. Didn't get much of a sunset, unfortunately. It's a cloudy night, little spit patter of rain. It's kind of good because it means that nobody else is going to bother coming up here. People come up here for like nighttime photography and stuff like that, so they won't be tonight because it's cloudy. Couldn't have planned it better. Anyway, I will see you in the morning. 5th and final day. Night. Morning. Well, it's the 5th and final morning of our Gower Coast trip. I have to say I'm a bit sad actually. I don't really want to return back to reality, but it's got to be done. I will look forward to having a nice shower and some clean clothes though, definitely. But otherwise, yeah, I've loved every minute of this trip. It's been absolutely awesome. It's just such a beautiful coastline. So I hope I've you know, shown you what this place has got to offer, and you know, sort of come and explore it, because it's beautiful, and it's been pretty quiet. You know, some beautiful massive beaches and just virtually empty. It's brilliant. Check out this camp location. Yeah, well happy. Anyway, I gotta get packed it because there are some dog walkers coming round now, and there's a golf course just over there, so yeah, gotta get on my way. It's about 8 o'clock I think, so yeah, definitely time to get on. Oh, by the way, yeah, 46 litre rucksack if you're wondering. I'm going to do a separate video I think about how I've prepped for the trip and what gear I've used and stuff like that, so stay tuned for that one. Let me know if you do want that video, or if you're really not that bothered, yeah, put it in the comments. If you haven't already, subscribe and like and comment. Yeah, I always feel a bit weird asking people to do that, but you know, it helps the channel grow, and the more the channel grows, the more I'm going to be able to put out videos, and you know, I've actually got monetized now, so yeah, it's not a lot. It doesn't even cover the petrol expenses at the moment, so but with every sub, with every view, that's going up, and it's you know, it's a nice little thank you, I guess, at the moment. It's not, like I said, it's not paying for anything, but you know, maybe it pays the petrol for one trip in a month, bearing in mind I do 4 or 5 trips, and the amount of gear and food and all of that stuff, but every little helps. So yeah, get on there, get in those comments, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, do all that good stuff, and I'm going to catch you en route because I need to get this tent down, so I'm going to stop waffling on. What a view to wake up to. None too shabby, eh? Yeah, this is the problem, look, with camping near the coast. You end up with a tent full of sand. I've been uber careful with my drone not to get sand in it. I have managed that. But yeah, everything else has got sand in it. Not even going to name where I've got sand. Face full of sand then. See, I like to pack my tent on the outside, especially if it's raining, because it means you can get your shelter up quickly without getting everything else wet, and you can pack up inside your tent, get that all in the bag, and then put your tent on the outside. And again, it means like your tent, if it was in your bag, you'll get things potentially wet. So yeah, I find this works well. Everyone's got their own way, but this works for me. Also means my bag stands up really easily. Right then, leave no trace as always. I'll wait for Lou to get up the hill. She camped down there last night. She didn't fancy camping in a castle. Don't know why. I didn't see any headless horsemen or white ladies or anything. I have to say though, it did creep me out a little bit as because people are coming from that direction. So yeah, like you kind of think, oh, is anyone going to see me? And also, because that's the most complete bit of the structure, it does feel a little bit spooky in the dark. Not going to lie, but yeah, it was fine. It was fine. I slept well. Anyway, catch you en route. Leave no trace, as always. And we're heading up that way, along the top of the cliffs, and then down the bottom of the cliffs until we get to Caswell Bay. So I'll probably bring you back around there. Might show you a little bit en route. We'll see how we get on. See you later. There's one high bench. Look, it's nearly up to my boobs. It's made for giants. But what a view. Well, it's a bit windy up here, but it's a good view. Just getting up to Caswell Bay now. Much needed break. Need to get some food. And yeah, I have to say I'm pretty much done in now. Looking forward to getting to Mumbles. Nearly there. And here we are at the Mumbles Big Apple. We finally made it. Oh my god, I'm so tired. The Mumbles Big Apple. Woo! There she is, look. The Mumbles Pier. We made it. Oh my god. And we're going to have a Joe's ice cream as well. Because it's got to be done, hasn't it? Joe's ice cream. Okay. We're at the taxi rank. We're at the end of Mumbles. Oyster cars. So, yeah. We made it! Woo! I'm too knackered. I will catch you on the next video. Bye. Well, I'm back in the woods again. Where could I be going? Will I be camping here? Or will I not be camping here? That is the question.